Follow Equestria Brotherhood by Knuckle Wolf. Chapter 11, Fucker 37. The sky was pale brown as morning slowly came to the world. Adam staring out into the world from the edge of a balcony. Legs dangled and swayed as he and his brother watched the morning come to the cloudy brown world. His face was halfway buried in his crossed legs, rested on the low railing of the balcony. The world was empty and vast. While he stared at the land, he felt a great sense of loneliness. It puzzled and bothered Adam how empty the world was, and how much life could have existed in the world before.
Brother, I can't stop thinking about Lucy.
Adam sighed heavily. Neil put his arm around his little brother. I know, Adam. I know, Adam. After hearing that, I couldn't stop thinking about what her life was like. The more I think about it, the more I can see her and how happy she was. I just don't understand why the world has to be this way. Why the world we learned about turned out like this. That's what Lucy said. She just wanted to live with her family and make the world a better place.
I feel bad that she had her family taken away from her. Brother, I don't like nothing like that happens to us.
Neil wasn't sure what to say. The very thought ate him from the inside. Just to think what would happen to Adam if he were to. He tried to let the thought not enter his mind. I hope so too.
What do you think your brothers were like? Do you think that if they lived now, Lucy would be happier?
I'm sure she would be. Sometimes we have to forget about the what ifs and move on. I remember Mom telling us that when we used to come back from school after failing a test. Adam started to build up a tear in his eye as a slow sadness washed over him.
I miss her.
Neil rubbed her calmly to himself, a gentle smile on his face to help cheer up his little brother. I'm sure wherever she is right now, she also misses us. He smiled at him.
Neil? Adam?
A voice called from behind him. He turned around to see a soldier with Allie next to her. You finally woke up, Allie. We were afraid you might not wake up at all, Neil chuckled softly. She rubbed her eyes and yawned, vein a mess in her eyes dark.
Well, you have to thank her for that.
She motioned with her hug to the soldier next to her. Both brothers got up and looked at Allie and the soldier she was with.
What is it?
Commander Ironside wishes to speak with you two. Is this about the whole Guardian thing? Neil asked. She nodded narrowly to him. Neil took a step forward before answering. How does this thing work, anyway? I mean, is there something we need to do first? No. But looked through our reports and confirmed that you two did kill Osmodeus. Once we were able to get the proper equipment ready, he sent me for you. Now, please excuse the statement, but we must be going. Commander is impatient when it comes to these things. She stepped to the side for him. Still don't like the idea, but this is the only way we got. Neil said before getting up and trying out to the door. Allie looked at him.
Doesn't seem to be too happy about it. Brother doesn't like the idea because he thinks we're being sent into a war or something. But I'm sure it won't be that bad.
The soldier threw them a negative glare. I'm sorry, but it's imperative we leave at once. They both nodded at her.
Right, sorry,
Adam said slyly. No apologies necessary. Now, please, if you would follow me. Together, the soldier took them to the fortress. As they went, they saw ponies getting armor and weapons together as they prepared for the day ahead. So it didn't take as long as they thought to get to their destination. In fact, the destination was a small room. A gray stone room that had only one door, a white screen in front, a small projector, and a table with various items that were laid on top of it one side of the room. The soldier did not enter the room. Instead, she just stowed him in. Sit down, please. The commander will be with you shortly, she said before closing the door. Allie didn't come in. Most likely the meeting was between them and Ironside. So Neil and Adam didn't waste any time taking a seat. The room was terribly quiet, with only a faint humming sound coming from behind the walls.
Brother, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Maybe this is where they take the future Guardians. He said while looking across the room. The door was behind him, and the soldier, Lucy, and Ironside came to the door. Hello, boys, Lucy said with a smirk. Neil looked at her oddly. She looked way too happy to be normal. At least, it wasn't normal for her. Lucy, where have you been all this time? She went over to the corner and leaned against the wall.
Oh, just went around talking to old friends. Did some more stuff like that.
Ironside blushed faintly. Well, enough of that, Miss Luck, he muttered softly. She winked blankly at him.
Whatever you say, Wilco.
And please don't call me that.
Sure thing, Wilco.
He frowned at her and made his way to the front of the room. The mayor who escorted them stood silently next to the projector with a button under her hoof. Lucy, the lights, please. Iron Hoof asked with a slight bow. Lucy unfolded her wing and flipped the light switch off. Thank you. He stepped to the side and nodded to the soldier next to the projector. Private, if you would please. Right after he was done speaking, she pressed the button under her hoof. A picture of the province flashed on screen with a black background. Thin grid lines marking miles of distance covered the map from top to bottom. He picked up his hoof and pointed to the middle of the picture. This is Iron Hoof Province. As you already know, this territory isn't small. It certainly isn't safe. Neo and Al, for a brief moment, marveled at the size of the map. He was right. The province wasn't small at all. The province is a circular territory. It would divide the province into 4 different sections. He pointed to the top right of the map. This is the northeastern province. This section is. He noticed Adam sitting there with his hoof face. Yes, what is it? He dropped his hoof with a curious look.
Why are you talking about the Providence? I thought the whole reason you brought us here was to talk to us about being guardians.
He sighed heavily. Fair enough. I like the freelancers.
Hey, Trix, I know we agreed on no Full Metal Alchemist jokes or Full Metal Brotherhood, but, what was our limit for Red versus Blue gags? Let's see. Let's see, check here. Let's see. Red versus Blue gags, Red versus Blue gags. Let's see. Article 5. According to our articles here, we are allowed a minimum of at least 3 Red versus Blue gags before the audience will get annoyed. And of course, not figure out what on the heck Red versus Blue freelancers jokes are. Right. So I need to be careful. And now, is this per chapter or this is per chapter? You're allowed a minimum of those every time you mention it. Right. Oh, so like Washington did.
We just go through a basic debriefing of what you're going to do. Then we send you out there. Though for new opponents like you, we usually give you an assignment before going out into the world on your own.
The AIs come later. That's true.
Then what's our assignment? I was about to get to that. Oh. Right. As I was saying, he straightened himself up and pointed to the top right section of the map. This is the northeastern part of the province. Please note that the north is mostly Legion controlled, and even though they have laws preventing Guardians from being killed on sight, a lot of them don't take too kindly to Guardians. He moved his hoof down to what looked like a group of tiny boxes spread throughout the area. His hoof pointed to the first box, and generally moved down to the others as he named them. This is the Legion's eastern outpost. This is where they make their supply runs. So if they can, stay away from here. The next place is the town of Jerkytown. Do not, I repeat, do not go here. It's a town of slavers and junkies, and the Legion makes a killing off of its brain-dead population. The rest of these places are slaver or Legion outposts. You can't restock at them, so make sure you remember that. Arizai nodded to the soldier with a tiny click. Another picture flashed on the screen. This time, it's on a different part of the province. Not the whole map like before, but rather a small section of it. This is the southeastern province. Most of the territories here are controlled by the coalition, so you could go to the outposts if need be. So we're currently running low on supplies. You may not get anything if you plan to ask. Now, south to here, and near the Dark Iron Mountain Range, is the town of Arcannon. We control this town. Believe it or not, this is your first assignment. Simon's posture gave him a powerful look. We lost communication with the town about 2 weeks, and all efforts to communicate with them have failed. Naturally, we would send scouts or others to check on the settlement, but unfortunately some kind of monster keeps attacking the caravans. We tend to trade or make contact. He turned and pointed to a small road between Arcannon and a small dot with the words Bunker 37 to it. This is Highway 26. Usually this is where the caravans travel. But someone reports some kind of monster killing members of the caravans keep coming up. We need you to go to Bunker 37 and find out what's killing them. Hopefully, stop us. They both looked baffled. You want us to do what? Neil screamed, slamming his chest with one hoof. We need you to kill, or at least find out what's killing these ponies. That way, we continue to trade with the town. Finally start communicating with them again. Are you out of your mind? We don't know anything about this thing, or why it's doing this, and you expect us to go out there and find it? Yes, exactly. That's what I want you to do. Neil sat back down, folded his front legs. And what if we do find out what it is? Then what? He said in a negative tone. You'll be sent off to Arcannon, as requested by Lucy. Neil's face lit up with the sound of those words.
Brother, we get to see her again!
Neil smiled out before looking at Lucy. You requested it? Lucy smirked down. Yep. Don't ever say I'm not nice to you, 'cause I am. Ironside nodded at Lucy. Lucy curious her flipped the lights back on. Tried over the table on the other side of the room. On it was 2 folded dusters and a small holotape. The holotape has the location of Arcan, and you're missing on it. They looked up at the items on the table from their seats. Although it was a little difficult to see all the stuff on the table from their spots, so he shuffled around to get a better look. Lucy only laughed at him as she watched him trying to get at the atoms. You can get up now, she chuckled. Neil and Al looked at her embarrassed. Well, that might help a bit, won't it? He said nervously, rubbing the back of his neck. It would, wouldn't it? Lucy added. They both got up and went to the table to download their mission. It didn't take long for the download to finish. Once they were done, Ironside continued to explain what everything else on the table was. With a straight and serious expression, he pointed to the dusters on the table. These are Guardian dusters. They are, and will be, your clothing from now on. If you go to a town without them, you'll not be treated as a Guardian. As such, it is vital that you wear them as often as possible. He turned to his side and showed off his own duster, which was strikingly similar to the ones on the table. Not only will these be a symbol of who you are, they'll also serve as a form of protection. He looked at Neo and the entire duster he wore. If you compare mine and his, you'll notice that mine is both scar and damage-free. Neo eyed his duster he wore and frowned at it. He's right, the old thing was worn filthy. The duster I wear and the ones on the table are enchanted. They will protect you from most small arms, and as small sharp items, though anything bigger than a sword could cut through it. He then turned back towards him and most his head towards the dusters on the table. Now put them on, he said in a deep, darker tone. Without saying a word, they both took off their dusters and tried to put the new ones on. While they did so, Ironside noticed the small metal pads on their backs. He moved up to Adam and looked at the strange object on his back curiously. As he did so, Adam stopped and watched him look over, even though he felt like his personal space was being a little invaded. What are these? He asked, looking at him. Neil said in answer. Yellow tasted cells. Adam made them for me and him when they were in the city. He looked back at the machine on his back before answering in pleased, stern-like manner. I see. Do they work?
Adam backed up from a bit, smiling at him. Yeah, and they levitate items as heavy as 200 pounds, though every now and again I need to make sure they're working properly.
With a hard smile, he glared at him. Show me. Adam nodded calmly. And just like he said, the duster was engulfed in a faint blue aura as it persisted itself on his body.
See? Works like a charm.
The commander circled him and looked at him carefully. I have to say, I am impressed. These things you've got will help a whole lot out in the world. Trust me. With levitation on your side, your lives will be a lot easier. Neil was surprised at the remark. After all, the unicorns. I'm just thinking about what ponies with levitation out there did baffle him. They could use all kinds of spells, even the ones that he or the ponies of the steel didn't know about. But what was worse to a world with ponies like that out there? Then, it's probably a good thing. Slam! His ear erupted by the door slamming open, and the stallion soldier stumbled into the hallway with Allie behind him. Neil stared at him as he panted. To salute, he had a worried look, an urgent look on his face, while Allie was completely confused. Sir! We got a message from Einstein, sir! With a straight face, he trotted over to him. What is it, soldier? He slowed her hoof and strained of his posture. Sir! We have confirmed Iron Hammer is not there, sir! His eyes wide in horror. How do we know? Have we broken its offensive barrier? He shook his head. No, sir! You just nothing! A few scouts just went into the place and came out with a note and a piece of paper. And? It had 2 words on it. Try again. He slammed his hoof down on the stone ground with rage. While Lucy came over close to the soldier. Was there any pony in the fortress when the scouts went to check out the place? Negative. They found this in an empty chamber after 10 minutes of searching. Ironside took his rage. Damn it! I knew it was there! Why didn't they listen to me? Lucy went up to him and patted him on the back.
Was there anything else there when they searched the place?
He hung his head low. No, just an empty fortress. Ironside straightened himself up and inhaled deeply, trying to cool himself down. Fine. You better talk to the council about this. Look to the 2 brothers, who looked confused at what just happened. You're dismissed, he muttered softly before marching out the door, soldier in the room in the doorway. Allie walked into the room with a confused look on her face.
What just happened, Lucy?
She sighed heavily.
The Coalition's been besieging the fortress of Ironstead for the past few weeks now. Though the only reason they're doing so is because of fatal weapon the Legion found. The Coalition called it the Iron Hammer.
As long as it's not a giant mecha pony, I'm fine. Neil stepped forward. They thought it was there?
Yeah, or at least it did till now. Why is he so upset about it? It sounds bad that it's not there, but it's more than just angry.
Asked. You see, Adam, for the past few days he was absolutely sure it was there. For weeks the council was against him. They considered pulling out of the area, but he insisted it was there. After all this time he was right. But now that it's gone, we're not sure where they might have it now. She looked down a moment and tried grinning at the door. If you need me, I'll be in the courtyard. Adam stepped in, unsure what to say to the two brothers. She looked at him silently and rubbed the back of her neck nursing.
Well, I'm not sure what to say about all that.
Neil looked at her calmly and made his way to the door. Neither do I, Allie, but I'm sure they're going to have to sort it out eventually. And I'm certain they don't want extra ponies like us in the base while they try to figure all this out.
My brother, where do you find that going?
Allie stopped him with her hoof. His cousin looked at her, both her and his brother.
Yeah, you can't just run off like that without telling us. We want you becoming a Lucy now, would we?
She chuckled softly. He smiled down. I'm going to take our first big step to finding our mom. Now that we have an idea where she might be, I don't want to sit and waste any more time. Flight trot, Adam came up next to him with a playful look.
Then I take it you want to get out of here, huh?
Well, that's one way of putting it. He really pounded on the back. Tearfully, Adam pointed to the duster in his brother before.
And with these, we don't have to worry about so much raiders. Oh, and maybe Lucy will fly us to where we need to go.
Together they both laughed a bit, before making their way to the courtyard where Lucy was. The dark gray clouds in the sky clearly moved above them, and a blue hue lost over the world. The sun wasn't shining, the weather was fair. The wind blew only slightly in a gentle breeze that seemed to be both refreshing and dry. Lucy was reorganizing her cart so she could take off and be easier. Unless Simon was on board. Neo, Adam, and Allie all stood contentedly next to the cart as the soft breeze flew gently by. On the other side of the courtyard, several soldiers, mainly unicorns, danced back and forth as they crowded a large metal door on the other side of the area. Adam's ears perked up as he saw a golden car go by the crowd.
Hey, Golden Cog!
He shouted to her while his hose cut to his mouth. Neil and Allie looked down before turning their heads to the pony they had met the other day. She stopped for a moment as Adam's voice reached her. She smiled up at them from the other side of the area, made their way towards him. Hey guys, what's up? She said as he came to them with the same friendly look about her. She looked down to Neo. Well, looks like you come a long way from being those kids who eat meat off of dirty plates to kids with guardian gear. Then again, would be really a long way considering how I saw you yesterday. She chuckled. Adam spun around to show his sister off.
I know! You got badges and everything,
he said in a proud, happy tone, while he pointed to the small sun in the duster collar. Neil stepped over and with a gooey smile on his face. Hey, don't forget about me. You're not the only one who got to become a guardian. She shrugged. Meh, doesn't make you look much different. The duster's got a lot nicer, though. Neil laughed a bit. Yeah, it doesn't feel any different than my old one, minus a small enchantment on them and all. Plus, it feels clean-er. I wouldn't know anything about clean clothes. When you work at a wagon depot, you can never stay clean no matter how much you try. Plus, a bath is rare in these parts, so having that alone is a good thing.
Speaking of which, is that wagon depot over there?
Ellie added, while pointing to a large metal door on the side of the courtyard. Golden Cog looked towards the depot and nodded. Sure is. I was on my way there till you guys called my name. Neil blinked at her. Oh, we aren't interrupting it. It's something you need to do, are we? She shook her head. No, it's fine. We just got to the wagon. We found ourselves outside the keep, about 7 miles out in the store's house. Adam instantly became interested as he pondered what an air wagon might be.
What is an air wagon? I know there are normal wagons Pegasus can fly with, but I've never heard of an air wagon before.
No surprise. No pony of these provinces uses them anymore. In fact, I never really got to see one until now. I mean, I've read some old pre-war books about them, but I'd never really seen one in real life before. Neo turned his gaze towards the depot, where the metal door concealed the fabled air wagon inside. What's better about the wagon we found is that it's a TB-51 air wagon. Bullshit, Lucy interjected while she stepped away from the cart. Those things don't exist, and I know that for a fact. Golden Cog looked at her, his sides shrugged. We found one, and only one. The best way of melting pieces of scrap, or both. What's so special about them anyway? Neil added. Well, shoot, Golden Cog said, tilting her helmet upwards. You're the only most high-class air wagons you can find. You don't need 4 Pegasus ponies to fly them, and you need just 2. Next, the pilots inside are the thing that means less likely to die when they're flying them. Lastly, they run turbine power generated by 2 pilots. What's about the pilots? Don't you have any? Neo asked. She hung her head low and looked at Lucy, who continued to work on the items in the wagon. Well, what? Aren't there enough Pegasi you can use to help? Well, not exactly. You see, Pegasi are rare, especially in the province. Ever since the parting? Yeah, they don't need to know about that. Lucy rudely stated, while not stopping what she was doing. Colton Cog rubbed her neck nervously. Well, yeah, that's probably not a good idea to talk about the Enclave either, huh? JC, get the chief over here. Wants you ASAP. The mayor in standard coalition armor shouted from the other side of the courtyard. She quickly moved her head in direction, but hoped to her mother replied, "Coming!" She quickly turned back to them. It was nice talking to you, but I need to get to the depot. Me being one of the main ponies over at the depot, I gotta be there for stuff like this. Well, most of the time anyway. He just scratched her head at her. Okay, bye! Bye! Catch you on the flip side, guys! He said before dashing off to the others to the outside of the courtyard. Adam cocked his head to Allie. Allie, what's the Enclave? Yeah, Neil agreed. Lucy stepped away from the cart with a normal look on her face. After patting herself down, she went over to Neo and Adam. The Enclave are a bunch of pansy-ass clowns who think this world is too bad to fix, while there's no hope for it ever. Allie just struck down. I may have lived out here for most of my life, but the info I get from travelers in the radio, and my knowledge on them isn't very extensive. What about the purging thing? Neo asked again. It's none of your fucking business, and especially your plane going to piss me off! Neo and Adam backed away from a bit, scared of her own well-being. Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk about it. She smirked down. Good. I'm glad we agree on that. She went over to the wagon that got her straps ready. Well, she's all fixed up. Gear's clean and fixed. Ready to go. Neo sighed and hopped into the cart. Allie followed close behind him. It feels like yesterday we actually came out here. It just seems to go on by so fast. And the amount of time we've been out here, we've done so much. Kind of amazes me now that I think about it. Allie got next to him and smiled warmly. I remember the time you guys saved me a cat. Or when you helped me when I fell into that radioactive water in Ironhoof. Now think about it, but that's right. It does seem like yesterday we came out here. Now look at us, Adam added. Yeah, it only feels like it's been a few weeks ago since I started the story. Lucy tied off her fedoras, dragged herself to the cart. She looked back. I don't see what you're talking about. You still look like the same stable babies to me, only with different clothes on. Dion laughed at her. I'm glad we're still stable babies and not crazy murdering stable babies, Dion said, looking towards her. Lucy finished hooking herself up. While she persisted herself to take off, she flapped her wings a few times. Well, kids, take a good look at this place, because you probably won't see it again for a very long time. While a brief wait from the three in the cart, Lucy started to trot. Then she gained more speed as she did, until finally took off the sky. While they were on their way to where the journey would begin, and they were high in hope again, hope they would find their mother out in the vast, open new world. In all directions, there was emptiness. Rolling dark hills dotted with small shriveled black trees spread out in the distance. Rocks and dead shrubs, along with pale blue cloud-covered sky, added to the emptiness of the wasteland. There were 5 ponies arguing with a velvet filly outside the round dome. The dome had a flat top and a huge metal door that seemed to be several inches thick. The filly was a unicorn, with a light velvet coat and no cutie mark on her flank. Her mane was light blue icing on the cheek. Her eyes were a deep shade of blue. The ponies talking to her had 2-headed cow bearing several sacks and bags filled with various items and trinkets. All 5 of the ponies wore leather barring, except the middle, who wore a formal red jacket. 2 of them had massive machine guns that were hooked up to their saddles and backs. Listen, kid, you're thinking crazy, said the mayor with a red jacket. But can't you stop making your rounds? We need the supplies that you and your caravans bring. Sorry, but I lost 2 of my best guards back there because of that thing, and I don't plan on losing any more. That doesn't mean you still can't come halfway through here. We depend on you for supplies. She sighed with her arm, with a sad look on her face. Look, it's just become too dangerous for us around here anymore. A lot of ponies I travel with are good friends, and it hurts me to see them die by something we don't even see. So we're just going to have to stop coming up this way. The filly hung her head downward, and a heavy sigh she added, I see. The mayor jacket patted her on her back with a reassuring smile. Hey, cheer up. I'm certain this thing will move on. When it does, we'll be back. Yeah, she sighed. She turned around and motioned for the caravan to move out. Before she moved with the rest of the group, she looked back to the sad little filly. "Tell your dad and little sister we said goodbye, okay?" she said before going back to the others. She hung her head low and sat down on the ground, mumbling to herself. "Now what are we going to do?" A faint noise caught her attention as she looked up to the sky. It was a great Pegasus with a cart, as he was slowly coming down towards the ground. "Lift up!" she muttered, picking herself up and walking backwards to where they might land. Lucy found a clearing only about 100 feet from the dome, landed roughly on the brown wasteland soil. With a panicked look on her face, she quickly unlatched herself and went down to the side of the cart. She leaned against it and stroked it slowly while cooing to it in a gentle tone. "It's okay. Mama's here. Those meanie-weenie stupid-ass raiders won't put any more holes in you. You're a strong girl. You show them who's boss. Yes, you do. Yes, you do." Oh, please, this is ridiculous. Speaking of which, I really gotta pay attention to my car. That's it. That's a good Coco. You are good, baby. Shut up! Neil and Adam climbed out of the wagon, shaking. The ride had proven to be the most shaky they've had yet. Adam settled queasily over to a rock.
Brother, I think I'm gonna be sick.
He gagged a bit as he leaned against the rock. Neil laid down on the ground. He gagged a bit as he lay there with an awful feeling in his stomach. "It was such a smooth ride till we passed those raiders," he moaned. Allie tripped and stumbled as he tried to get her balance.
I know. She's making such a big deal about a cart.
Lucy shot up from her spot next to the cart and gave Allie a late, angry glare.
"It's not just a cart. It's my cart. There are many, and I mean many like it. But this one, yeah, this one's mine."
Allie backed away slowly, giving her a nervous smile.
Okay, I think we get it.
"Good," she snorted. "Now, Neo, get off your lazy ass and wheel the cart," she barked down. He got slowly and looked at Adam first. "Adam, you gonna be okay?" Adam was so with a sickly face.
I think I'll be fine.
"Don't still think about it. It'll go away soon enough."
I hope so.
Lucy was getting impatient. "Listen, I need you guys to load this. I have somewhere else to be, believe it or not." She said she took a combat shotgun from the cart. The little filly looked down curiously and watched her from behind a rock, about 30 feet away from the cart.
Wait a sec. I recognize those dusters.
Then a big grin, she managed to make her way onto his face. As he stood up from her hiding place, she walked calmly to the floor that were unloading a variety of things in the cart.
"Hey, are you Guardians?"
The little one cried out to him. Alan was the first to look at her. Who's she? Neil and Allie looked at her when she approached them. Neil and Alan were more curious as to where she had come from. Why, she was asking if they were guardians or not. Lucy unloaded the final thing from the cart. This happened to be Neil's saddlebag.
"Oh, just let her win. She's Professor Thunderwill's daughter."
Lucy said as she went through Neil's bag. "Ah, but where did she come from? I mean, she kind of just came out of nowhere," Neil asked without noticing her going through his bag. Lucy quickly pointed to the ground metal building that was to the right of him.
"She came from the bunker right over there."
Neil blinked as he wondered aloud how he could miss the building and stood there plainly openly. He nodded with his eyes closed. Well, now that you point it out, that does make a little more sense," he said, embarrassed slightly. Adam put his saddlebag on, the rest of his gear on as well. Allie did the same, only after she was done, she went to meet the little one. Lavender stopped, looked at Allie softly.
"Are you a Guardian?"
she asked. Allie shook her head with a calm smile on her face.
"Those three are. And you are Lavender Wind, right? I'm Allie." "Nice to meet you, Allie. Are those three here to help us?"
she asked while looking at those three in the cart. Allie looked back at him and nodded.
"Mm-hmm. Well, I think they are anyway."
Neil watched Allie talk to Lavender for a moment, before starting to search for his own bag. Star looked around the cart for it. As he did so, he decided to see if Lucy had seen it. "Hey, Lucy, have you seen my—" He stopped to search and watched as she took hundreds of cats out of his bag. "Lucy, what the hell are you doing? Those are mine!" he yelled at her while he scrambled to get his things from her. She pushed them back and waved her hoof at him disapprovingly.
"Nope. Some of these cats belong to me. Nearly about 434 of them."
Neil's eyes widened as he took his bag from her and placed it on his back. "Why in the name of Celestia do you need 400 of them?"
"Because you see that shotgun or that well-repaired gear you have in your bag? All that cats cost to repair the crap that came out of my pocket. So I'll give what you owed me."
"That's—" he started. "That's unfair! Me and Adam want those fair and square!" She put the cats to take it and put them in her own bag.
"That might be true, but I repaired the gear with my caps, so I get a share of the caps."
His brain was about to explode from frustration. "Fine! Just Keep the stupid things, he sighed. I didn't need the X-ray anyway. Neil walked over to where Allie and Lavender were, so he could catch up with them. Lucy smirked down while Adam trotted up to him.
Brother means well. He just has a tendency to dislike it when other ponies take stuff that's his.
She tried. Whatever. Hope he just gets used to it, because out there, a lot of ponies will be wanting to do that. Only thing we want to add to off his dead corpse. Adam didn't like the thought of his brother dying or having to watch. Just the thought in general made his stomach turn.
Just drop it.
Lucy nodded to him and went back to the cart to hook herself up. See you around, kids. Oh, and tell Neil he needs to grow up, will ya? She said to Adam while putting a last drop on her body. Adam had a surprised look on his face.
Aren't you coming with us?
She shook her head. I'm afraid not. You see, I gotta get back to Iron Hoof. With half our guys gone, they'll need me there more than ever. She said in a quiet, almost sad tone. Neil, Allie, and Lavender didn't seem to notice Lucy was about to leave.
But you can't go. You haven't said goodbye yet.
I just did, kid. Cheer up. We'll see each other again. Who knows? Celestia willing, we might end up meeting each other in, say, chapter 20 or so. I mean, you know where I live, so it shouldn't be too hard. Dennis walks over him like he was listening to a friend.
Just stay safe, Lucy.
You too, Adam. And make sure your brother doesn't act stupid while I'm gone, he said with a smirk. He gave her a smile and nod.
All right. Try not to get hit by raiders on the way back.
Lucy nodded at him, stretched out her wings to take off. 3 powerful beats of her wings, she had the cart were off into the air. A moment she taken off to the sky and was out of sight. Neil turned to see Adam looking up to the sky. Curiously, he trotted over to him and looked up at him. She laughed, didn't she? Yeah, he sighed. Neil chuckled over this. Good riddance, I say. Adam threw a dirty look.
She wasn't too bad. Nice and name calling it things.
Neil burst laughing. Well, you're right. But I think she needs to see some pony about her problems. Then she could be as nice as a red apple. He raised an eyebrow at Neo.
Are you comparing her to apples?
He tried to smile. I don't know. Why not? A small cough came from behind him. Slightly surprised, he both turned to see Lavender and Allie look at him.
If you two are done talking about apples, then we kind of need to get inside. Night times when the wildlife comes out. And the monster, too.
Lavender looked around nervously.
Monster?
Adam asked.
I'll tell you when he gets inside. He'll be dark within an hour.
Without making another comment, the whole group went to the dome-shaped bunker, where a large metal thick door stood in their way, along with many tubes and bolts on a large door. A large 7 was open to the eye. Thus, the number was chipped and worn from the elements. On the side of the door was a small intercom with small red and green buttons next to each other. Larry pressed the button, spoke to the intercom.
Lou, can you open the door for us?
A young voice came from the intercom. What's the password? The young voice said. Larry faced off. Sorry, it tends to be a little odd sometimes. She pressed the button again. Lou, I'm your big sister. Don't open the door. Get Dad, please. Say the password. I'll let you in. Don't know the password. Password? Gone. Gone. Go away now. Let me in, Lou, or I'm telling Dad. Lou, I'm gonna start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, don't tell Daddy. Promise not to do this again?
I promise.
She turned around, looked at the group, with an embarrassed smile on her face. Sorry, her side to the door, before slowly opened them. Lavender and most of her hoped for them to go inside. One by one, each pony went through the square metal doorway that led to the bunker. Lavender was the last to enter. As she entered, she pushed the door shut behind her. A loud click, the door locked itself once again. The dorm they were in was round and empty. Only a metal gray sound won, and inside of the room was a hatch that was fully open with a metal ladder going down the small hole the hatch would cover if closed. Lavender stood next to the ladder, put her hoof next to the ladder itself. Watch your step as you go down. Be careful as you go down. We don't want any pony to fall and hurt themselves. Allie went down the ladder first. It was a little difficult for her to keep her bag in check, even with her magic. It was still slightly difficult in a way. Which one of you wants to go next? Neil stepped forward, slowly made his way down to the shaft. Adam was kind of nervous, especially with ladders. He didn't understand why. For some reason, it freaked him out. His knees started to shake as he felt slightly nervous. What's the matter? Lavender asked. Adam shook his head, trying to get rid of the feeling. Nothing. I'm fine. She could tell he was nervous, so he didn't say anything about it. All right, just go down when you're ready. Adam positioned himself and the ladder, so he made himself lay down, over to where the door made sure that it was locked before going down herself. The chamber below was round, branched off into 4 round hallways. Each was only had 4 doors, 2 on each side. On top of gray metal hallways was white round light bulbs to illuminate the underground bunker. The only thing that seemed slightly different about each hallway was the hallway to the far right. It, unlike the others, had an exit door at the end. Behind the gray metal dull walls was a faint humming coming from them. The ceiling was low and the air smelled clean, and in a way it was like being unstable again, which felt both warming and cold at the same time. Lavender pointed to the door of the hallway to the left. My goofball sister should be in here. As the group moved from the first hallway, they observed a wondrous place. Memories came flooding back to the two as they continued to inspect the bunker. Doors they continued pointing out earlier made a faint whooshing noise as it opened for them. In the room was a small unicorn filly with a neatly colored pink mane on the top of her head. Her eyes were a bright baby blue, and the red glow on her head was just as large as the blue eyes that shared them. She was sitting on a metal door in front of several flashing buttons and terminal screens, with a big headset that looked way too big for her. She took off the Hart's headphones and set them down on the large pound buttons, Lara with a dainty look on her face. It only took her for a moment to hop down off the stool and shuffle steadily to Lara.
I'm sorry. Please don't tell Daddy. I didn't mean to use the big voice. Promise.
I heard her saw her glare.
Then why were you joking with us if you didn't mean to? The little filly hung her head lower and took back to folded eyes. I'm sorry.
She patted her head gently and put the other three in.
Lou, these are our guests. This is Neil, Allie, and Adam. Hi!
Adam said with a small wave and a gentle smile. It seemed the new ponies had done something to perk up the little one. Her face lit up when she saw them.
Your friends!
She exclaimed while jumping up in the air several times.
Yeah, Lou, and they should be staying with us for a few days, too.
Neil squeaked and giggled at her.
How many days, big sis?
She scratched her head, looked at Neil for answers. Just looked at her oddly as he tried to remember how long Ironhide had said they were staying at the bunker. I think we were told 3 days, I think.
You and your friends will get to stay now.
Neil noticed the word friends, and not friend decided to step in. No, me and him are brothers. She gave a small tackle to Neil.
Big brother!
She yelled as she tackled him. Every pony backed away as Lou got away from Neil. What just happened? He said while Adam held him up. Lavender giggled.
She always wanted a big brother. And what she really likes.
She looked at Adam, pressed down, pounced out.
You're my big brother too. What?
He said before having yellow Billy tackle him. She giggled before topping off him.
You two are funny.
Adam rubbed his head as every pony gave out a small chuckle.
Does he do this all the time?
Only when she meets some pony. Oh, well, God, that's over with by a faint cough. Excuse me. I don't believe we met. They all looked at a strange pony behind him. That was. It's like yellow unicorn stallion with an orange mane looking at him. So like Lavender and Lou, he looked sickly and tired, as if he'd not slept for days. He wore a brown coat with pockets all down the middle of it, and on his face was a pair of old circular glasses that perched down in front of his pale green eyes. Lou jetted over to him and hung his leg.
Dad!
Hey, Dad, Lavender said with a smile. She motioned her up to him. Every pony, this is my dad. He gave her another smile followed by a laugh. Pleased to meet you all. I'm Professor Thunderwhale, but you may call me Will if you like. Neil and Allie looked at him. Neil, this is my little brother Adam, and over here is Allie. The pleasure is all mine.
Dad, I was just about to sell them to their rooms, but I wanted to see if you could do it for me so I could get dinner ready.
Looked at her nervously, and when Shy Tony said, Okay, but don't take too long now, dear. He gave her a quick nod and tried over to another door from in the bunker. She's a good girl. So independent and spirited. He looked at the three, and Lou pointed to the hallway to the left. Please follow me. I hope you find this place comfortable. He said, scattered to the hallway. Neil tried next to him more easily. We used to live in a stable before we came out here, so we're pretty used to a life like this. His eyes looked at him doubtfully, as if not himself, then stopped at the first doorway, ignoring Neil's statement. Neil will be staying here with her. He pointed towards the door standing at, and Adam will sleep with Lou. Lou started hopping up and down again.
Yay! Big brother gets to sleep over!
Adam patted her on the head. Yep, great.
We'll read stories, eat pie while reading stories. It'll be so much fun!
The little one squealed. Neil stepped through the doorway to peek inside the living room. It was a very well-sized room, though he chuckled a bit when he realized it looked bigger than his living quarters back in the stable. He continued to look around the room with a small lamp and velvet chair, a terminal on the desk. One thing caught his attention the most was the fact that there was one bed. You remember Flake flushed his cheek. There's only one bed. You'll have to work it out. Neil looked at Allie, who gave the same kind of expression that he had. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go back to work. I have a stress, a lot to get done, he said nervously. Not saying another word, he turned away from them and went off to the dark hallway on the left. There was a door at the end of the hallway.
Bye, Daddy.
Lou said with a wave. Allie looked at Neil with an embarrassing look.
We'll probably figure out how to get this work out.
Yeah, huh. Al turned to the door to Lucy's room.
Well, I gotta get my stuff away. I guess I'll leave it to you two then.
He tried. Lou went off to her room so he could unload and rest, while Neil and Allie did the same. As he went away from Lou's talk about how much fun she and Al could have, it could be heard as drive away from him.
Maybe we can find out what we're going to do
After dinner? Allie nodded him.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The small gray room had a smell of baking beans and cold melon in the air in the kitchen. A faint mist above the ceiling of steam came out of the pot on the stove. Adam, Neil, and Allie all sat below at a low table with bowls were sitting in front of them, while the laboratory levitated a pot over to the table. Lou sat there and stared at Neil's metal arm and pip buck. She pointed to the tiny device on his arm.
What's that?
Neil looked at his wrist where his hip buck rested. What, this? Well, it's a pip buck. In the stable, when you turn 10, you get your very own pip buck, and you get to take on the responsibilities of an adult. She raised her hoof in the air. Yeah, Lou? She put down her hoof and scratched the back of her head.
What's the stable?
He scratched his left arm with a hoof. Maybe I'll tell you sometime later. A little hard to explain.
Oh,
She cooed.
then where are you getting invited?
She pointed to the metal arm. He looked at her with a darker look. It's a long story. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay.
She said, feeling slightly embarrassed for practicing.
Soup's up, baby pony.
Lyra shouted while levitating a pot of beans to him. She circled the table as she did to get a ladle out from each side of the pot and put a small serving in each bowl. Tonight we're having beans, and more beans. After she's done, she took the seat of her own, started to eat her own serving. Neil and Al looked at the 180-year-old beans that had long since been expired. You know, Adam, lately I could see never seen so amazed me. Looked at him and Allie with a surprised look as he watched them eat the disgusting gruel like candy. With a smile and a full mouth, Adam pushed Neil's bowl towards him.
Go ahead, brother. It tastes much better than you think.
With a bit of confidence, he forced him to put his stuff in his mouth. To his surprise, it wasn't that bad. A little stale, maybe. And a little burnt tasting, but not a little terrible. At least not edible. I say, I got a little curious about the bunker. Excited to be talked about in the lavender.
So, Lavender, what does your dad do anyway?
She stopped eating to answer with a puzzled look.
Well, he says he makes potions. Some kind of strange potions he gives to the coalition of travelers.
But he never lets us go down to where he works, though. Not a place for fillies.
What about your mom? Where is she?
Everyone stopped to look down. She's not with us anymore. Dad says she got sick, and then she died. Didn't even want to see her before she passed away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. I just don't like to talk about it, all. Alan sat down slightly in his chair and thought about his own mother.
What about Lou?
Neil asked. What about her?
Where did you get the name Lou from?
Her heart faintly glowed as he started to pick up the empty bowls. Well, Dad said he wanted to name her after Luna, after the goddess. But when we found out that ponies around here don't like the name, we started calling her Lou. Lou giggled and just stared at Neil, which kind of creeped him out. I see. So why do you live out in the bunker? She put the bowls away as Ziggy turned to him. Well, this place is the only safe place Dad could do his work. Or that's what he tells us anyway. Allie stepped in with her own question before Neil could ask another. What about this monster every pony keeps talking about? Lavender sighed sadly and sat down herself. Well, it's been here for years, but not until recently has it been a real problem. It attacks caravans and kills some of them, then fades away. Some of our scaring off traders that we rely on for food and supplies. Is that what ID said to you? Help us with it? That's what we were told. Lou started touching the air with a serious look in her eyes.
Yeah! We'll beat that nasty thing because no pony messes with us!
Lavender must smile at her. You got a lot of spirit. This place wouldn't be the same without it.
Especially when some pony new comes here. Then you get a real blast of it, literally.
Adam chuckled. Every pony joined in and laughed as Lou continued to fight an imaginary monster in her chair. Adam laid there in Lou's room with his eyes shut. He breathed slowly as he tried to let sleep take over. The more he tried sleeping, the harder it got harder, but he tried anyway. He rolled over his bed and looked at Lou sleep peacefully in her bed on the other side of the room.
Come on, Adam. Sleeping isn't that hard. You've been doing it most of your life.
He thought to himself in the dark metallic room. That's why he closed his eyes and tried resting. Only this time he could feel his body relax and loosen. All he saw was darkness, just darkness. Then the world started to come back into life as he found himself in a small room. It looked like the inside of his room in a stable. The posters and desk which he worked at were all as clear as crystal. He decided to walk out of his room and into the main living room where their mom used to pack food for them. So what surprised him was the window next to the door. It was oval shaped, and you could see it in the hallway, but it was just black. He put his hook to the button to open the stable door out into the hallway. He paused for a moment as he felt a faint warmth coming from the other side of the door.
What the?
He pressed the button, and the door slowly slid open. A bright wave of orange light put him off guard. He put his hook to his face to block the light until he could see again. When he would put down his eyes went wide with terror as he saw a town street with ponies running around. Every building was on fire, and cinders and ash struck down from the sky like snowflakes. He saw ponies in green armor with masks, shooting and killing every pony they saw, even the ponies that screamed and cried at their side of their fallen loved ones.
"Leave no survivors!"
Called one of the soldiers before he shot a mare who trembled at his hooves. Her hair was cracked open and bleeding at his open. He felt an urge to run, to hide, for he was frozen. He forced himself to lift his hook to press the button and close the door, but couldn't move.
Mom! Brother! Lucy! I can't move!
He cried out before he could get another word out. All the terrible noise stopped, and all went silent. Then he heard a kind, gentle voice from behind him.
Adam, dear.
The muscles in his legs were free, and he could look around to see who it was. His terrible feeling almost went away when he saw his mother standing there.
Mom,
he whimpered. The glowing from the fires flooded the inside of the home as the blue unicorn stood there, looked down with a sad look on her face.
Why haven't you found me yet, Adam? Don't you care about finding me?
He wanted to hug her, but like before he was immobilized.
Mom, I can't move,
he cried as huge tears rolled down his cheeks. He just smiled at him gently, which melted his heart. Then one of the many pulled his steely white glowing off.
Mom! Run! Please! Brother, where are you? It's my daughter! Help! Please!
The dark figure took the knife and struck downwards at her with it. Adam screamed, and that's when he realized he could move again. He was sweating profusely as he breathed heavily. He had shot upright and was now sitting upright. He looked around and saw his goggles next to his bed, sticking out his shell bags on the floor. Lou lay down with wide, curious eyes. Tell teddy bear in her hooves.
Hey, brother, I got by your darling,
she squeaked. With his left hoof, he sighed and wiped the cold sweat from his brow.
I did too, Lou. I did too.
She looked around the dark room nervously before staring straight at him again.
Like, brother, can I sleep with you? I don't want to dream again.
Al moved over in a single pony bed to let Lou get under the covers. She hugged the small stuffed animal snuggled close to him. Al gently stroked her mane before laying down to get back to sleep. For a moment, everything was peaceful once more. Just as Al's eyelids closed, his ears twitched. You could hear the slight metallic knock echo faintly down the hallways. It happened again and again until it could clearly heard from the room. Both Lou and Al sat up to see where the noise came from. The door whooshed open, and Yo and Allie on the other head, scratching their heads as they walked down the hallway, where the hanging came from. Lavender was already in the main room. Hallways met up too. Part of the bunker was.
And what you guys up to?
She asked as the others gathered around the ladder. Neil looked at the ladder and placed his hoof on it. Yeah, it did. Only I had no clue what it could be.
Maybe it's a creature or something,
Adam added. The pounding got louder the more they stood there. Lavender was ready to climb up the ladder to see what was there.
Lou, stay here. Anybody else who wants to come up and see what it is, come with me. But what is the monster?
I doubt, Lou. Probably a mole rat or something. She said before climbing up to the upper part of the bunker. Neil put his hose on a metal bar so he attempted following her. You guys wait here. I'll go with her and see what it is.
Be careful,
Lucy squeaked before holding her bear. I'll be careful, I promise. He smiled at her warmly. Neil climbed up the ladder to the dimly lit round room where they had entered from. Lavender was next to an orange glowing keypad with several buttons on it. She sat down with a steady face as the pounding grew more faint. Anybody else up? Neil shook his head. Alright, let's continue and hope it's not hellhound. Well, go be nodded at her. Alright, whenever you're ready. With that, she pressed the button to open the door. Slowly opened, creaking and screeching, and followed as the door flew open. Cool, dry breeze drifted inside. As soon as it opened, a red-coated mare, looked like a merchant, fell down the hallway. Huge scars and cuts covered her stained body. The whole front of the door was covered in bloody hoof marks where she'd been pounding on the door. Lavender gasped and looked as the mare's blood dripped everywhere. She felt scared as the tears built in her eyes. Neo scrambled to get the injured mare on back. Hurry and close the door! We need to get down the ladder and help her! So Lavender was on the edge of following. She closed the door and helped Neo get the mare down the ladder. Is he dead? She murmured nervously. I hope not. Do you have medical equipment here? Neo asked as he persisted the pony on his back, so she wouldn't fall off as she climbed down. Lavender looked down with a sick look. First aid box is in the kitchen. Do you think he'll be okay? Neo looked up from her ladder. I hope so, for her sake. Footnote. Level up. Down the rabbit hole. Your sight adapts to dark places underground faster. As a result, Stats now works 20% better in the dark. Footnote. Level up. Little Big Brother. +3 in speeds and some unique dialogue voices are now available when talking to younger ponies.